It is a gamble. I'm not expecting anybody to say, yes, I was short at 40.50s and it dropped to 39.50s and I made myself $5,000 a contract. But if you were in anything, you'd have been short equities anyway. So that was dead obvious, dead easy, and very, very straightforward. And we already tweeted it, so it's already timestamped there for you to see that that's what we were doing prior to that data. So pretty good. If you were in it, that's the advantage of price discounting, guys. Knowing the easy stuff, which was the buy trade, and then the hard stuff, which was obviously trying to figure out whether you could get into a sell, and the sell on equities was pretty obvious because it was straight out of yesterday's classroom again. You might recall the concept of the sell. I mean, it was not difficult to see it. Take a look for yourself, see if you understand it. This is yesterday's classroom. There's the peak. All of this is premium. All of this is premium. Correct? Is that not what we taught you in classroom yesterday? All of that's premium. What we had to do, because I'd sold it several times prior to this, by the way. I'd sold here, made some money, sold here, made some money. We scratched that one out, and then sold the 50, which was the big level we gave you in the tweets. Big level we gave you in the tweets. I'm long equities just now, by the way. We managed to get a very nice lean order off the 39.50s. It's just traded 60s, and I've made another few $1,000. And I am going to just tidy this one up a little bit. And I'm long bonds at 152s. It's just traded 150. It's just touched 153. So I'm making $1,000 a contract on that on a reasonable size. So we're making about another $20,000 on the bond. And I'm just going to tidy that one up as well. And you can start chatting once I've tidied these two trades away. Okay, so that's those two trades tidied up. Long bonds, long equities. Okay, so you can see that this is a perfect classroom example from the perfect classroom from yesterday, because obviously this is today. So you already had this information at your disposal, right? Look at the divergence. Look at the divergence. Now that's a bit strange. People are buying the S&P and selling the NASDAQ. Why would you sell the NASDAQ in favor of the S&P, guys? Why would you sell the NASDAQ in favor of the S&P? Well, that's a duration trade, isn't it? That's got something to do with it. Equity duration, isn't it? It's got something to do with duration. So it's got something to do with yields. So the reason you would buy the NASDAQ, you would buy the S&P and sell the NASDAQ is because you're worried about higher rates, yes? You're worried about higher rates. What would you be worried about higher rates? What environment would make you worried about higher rates? A pop on inflation. So does this rotation look like that there is a concern about a hot inflation number, yes or no? Is that what that rotation would give you as a read? Would that make you concerned about a hot inflation number? Yes, right? So this rotation makes you concerned about a hot inflation number. And therefore, as a result, I'm a seller, and I've been a seller literally since this top edge started to come in at 40/40s, right? So I'm worried about a hot inflation number. That's why we were selling equities at the 40/50 level, and that's why we tweeted it out for you guys so you could join in if you wanted to. And that's where the big trade came from. And obviously what happened from that point onwards is obviously we got the big rotation, we got the big pop, and obviously all these numbers simply lined up perfectly. And obviously into this rotation here, I was obviously aware that we started to see that the peak there, so I bought that rotation. Remember, that's the one I showed you. So we got the peak there. So obviously there's your buy opportunity right there, which is what I did buy, as you can see from the tweets. I bought a little pop into that trade there, and obviously we then kind of lost the value on both sides here, so it became kind of fair value. So I just closed that trade out. And then we get another peak just in here, and I started to buy into it. I started to buy as soon as I seen that reversal coming out of this trade here. As soon as that reversed there with increased volume, I joined in. Simple as that. I just simply joined in off the 39.50s. That's the trade I just told you about. and I'm still long that trade, and I'm making a lot of money. So sell side up here, buy side here, and there is nobody on the planet, and this is the absolute God's honest truth, guys, there's nobody on the planet that is making more money on a per contract basis than you guys if you've traded these. And they've all been tweeted, they've all been chatted about, we've told you every aspect of this trade from beginning to end, and this classroom was held yesterday. Not this morning, not after this has taken place. This classroom was held yesterday. It was also held on Monday, surprisingly enough, allowing you guys to see the deal. Now, I did put on a NinjaTrader. You might be wondering about, yeah, but nothing. I did put it in NinjaTrader. I don't just talk about these things, guys. I actually do them. Put them in NinjaTrader. Sometimes NinjaTrader's a little bit late because sometimes it takes me a bit. I want to make sure I get my trade on first. And there's the trade in NinjaTrader right there. 10 contracts, $9,000 profit, right? Pretty simple stuff, right? 10 lots, $9 grand profit. And that's me getting in late on NinjaTrader. My actual trade for the bank was in against this big absorption print here. So that was my trade there for the bank. So I was quite a good distance coming back into this 50 print. So quite a big distance between what I got and what I got in NinjaTrader, but that's okay because obviously, you know, this is just so that I can show you guys what we're doing. Make sure you're understanding that it's not just chatter. It's, you know, we can prove that this is the trades that we're trying to take for you guys, because that's why we put them on the screens. That's why we show the P&L every day. That's why we try and bring the P&L up into narrative at this point, so that we can always show you how this trade is evolving and how this trade is forming, right? Yes, so there's the current. I mean, I haven't put a lot on this the narrative so far this morning, but there's the current narrative just there. You can see it's up just under $20,000. Come on, seriously? What? Eyes. There we go. Crazy easy, guys. Crazy easy.